Hey guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Capricorn. Oh yeah. All right, so we are going to look at the actions you're taking on this love. So let's get started. We'll go through what each pile will be as we go through it instead of trying to fit it all in the first breath. All right. We have freedom. Okay, so maybe you're becoming free, having free choice, having free will towards something in particular. I don't know, some kind of success. I like it. Capricorn, the ambition, the goat. Going after what you want in life. And yes, you definitely have the courage to do it. Usually, Capricorns are the ones to be that pioneer spirit where you are investigating things, getting the knowledge, going after what you want to get, and not afraid to do so in the process. Right? You may be feeling a bit of I'm getting like feeling pretty close to some community people in okay. It's more like there's is the community talking about you? What's going on here? This is a thought. Oh, it's delightful. So something's going on here about the community at hand, the community in and around you, or your community. Oh, blessings. There's some type of delight. You're looking at this in a positive aspect. So I do like this for you. Let's just see happiness. Hello. So what I'm getting here is whatever your best life is that you're striving for, you're gaining. And it may have been a freedom of choice of what you wanted to do. There's some things here that I'm getting are there might have been some challenges along the way. However, I feel like maybe more and more people in your community are learning about this or learning about you. What is this here? What is going on? Ah, you're taking the lead. I like it. So you're definitely a leader, pioneer spirit, wanting to lead the way, maybe on how to get to where you are or what you did to get there. Whatever this is, I feel like you've followed a star of some sort, like you're looking at that North Star and kind of finding your way through whatever this is. Like it's almost like learning as you're going. It's almost like I'm almost getting like how do I put that? You're a trailblazer, like you're the one forging the trail and other people are coming in behind you. It's almost like you're the first one to do that particular thing or let's just see, maybe in your family. Let's just see. Your person, there's some potential here for them. The universe is finding they have potential. Ah, diligence. So they're definitely one to keep going and following the same route that they have set out for themselves. Yeah, they're stepping into their power. Um, they're definitely keep they're not giving up is what I'm getting. And when they're stepping into this power, it's like they understand the impact they're giving or the light that they're shining the way or what is this? Yeah, they're thriving on something here. Now this is this action towards this love. So I feel like even if it's a successful in relationships, I feel like this is there's a great chance that this is going to come together fairly soon. Embracing this. So let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like taking your time, not really kind of making it, you've asked for it, now you've let that go, you're kind of relaxing, you've done the work for it, and now you're just whatever when it comes, it comes. And it's almost like you're not looking for it. is when it will happen. The chances are that it's going to happen. Most chance it's going to happen is when you're not expecting it to, or have other things going on at that time. They are guided. So definitely guided steps, that guided light here, that star I was feeling there. And your dreams will come true when it comes to whatever it is you've manifested. It's like that rainbow. It's almost like miracles upon miracles, which this blessing here, because when I see the rainbows, it's almost like that card of the two rainbows in the gray setting. And it's like there's two miracles coming in. It's like more miracles, miracles upon miracles. And it's like that's kind of what I'm getting with this. It's like your unicorn, which I'm seeing here. All right. So you might be some friendly support to somebody here. So what is this? Somebody's going to see your worth, and maybe perhaps somebody didn't see that in your past. And I feel like that may have a lot to do with what this is about right now. And unexpected, I can make it up. Thank you, Spirit, for making me look good. And just remember, I'm just kind of the conduit of bringing in what Spirit is trying to tell you for these messages, or your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So it's not actually me with these messages, it's what I'm getting from Spirit that is coming through for you, okay? So let's just see. Love language, acts of service. So your person may like to help out just as much as you do. That friendly support. So they may give some acts of service to you to help you out in return. This may be their love language, or they may realize that that's your love language. Ooh, there is a magnetism to you. They feel pulled in your direction, and you may feel the same way. Love language, physical touch. I like this. They may like that touchy, touchy, feely, feely type of energy, and they may want to get close to you, maybe to get closer to that. Maybe they can't help it with that magnetism. However, even if it's just a touch on the arm to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, or I want to be next to you, or I like you more than just a friend. So let's just see what this is. Freedom, healthy space and room to breathe. So they may like that about you. Maybe you like that about them, or maybe that's just how they feel. They like that room to do what they need to be doing and not feel bad about not spending every second with you. And if that's the case, somebody may have some codependency here. If you have to be with somebody all the time and can't be in your own space and be okay with that, then there's something you're running from or need to fill that gap with, so you're not thinking about something in particular. And that's usually how that goes. So let's just see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 4. One more. Too much focus on visible trappings. So your person may have, it might be something that you keep under wraps if you have money, or if your person might keep that under wraps. If they have money, they may need to shift their focus of materialism. It's not about what you have. It's about how you treat people along the way, right? So let's just see here. Forever Young, song of youthful playfulness. So you may really enjoy this person's company. There might be a lot of playfulness between the two of you, that happy-go-lucky type of feeling, but this kind of enveloped in some type of love, passionate love play. So I do that. So playfulness, not all so serious. So, oh, what do we got here? Oh, okay. So time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment. So maybe you're not having a lot of fun. Maybe you're not living in the moment. Maybe you are single, but you are not. Maybe you're not. I don't know. This is your story. I'm just reading the cards. So, however it's showing up for you, it may not make sense to me, but it's going to make sense to somebody out there. Uh, And of course, not all messages are going to be yours. So just see the messages within the message. So you may have messages that do resonate with you, that maybe the whole storyline's not yours, but perhaps there's something that will resonate within this. So I'm kind of getting that maybe you're single, but you're kind of not really having fun or living in the moment per se. You're just kind of doing your work, staying home, not really going out there much, not putting yourself out there, Capricorn. So there needs to be a shift here. There may have been a separation that you've been in from somebody that you're sad about them. Maybe you're yearning for them. You're unsure of the future. Maybe there is a separation. Maybe it's a legal separation. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's just dating, even that maybe you're decided to go your own way, or this other person may have. Um, Maybe you don't want to be single, and but you are, and you're finding yourself in this, or you're wanting to separate. Maybe you're missing somebody from your past. But whoever this is from the past, that relationship is over. There's no second chances, grow, transform your life. So that part of it is dead and buried. However, you're still kind of missing that person, or maybe you're just missing love in the process here until you meet this person. Wow. Maybe your ex got married, or whoever this is that it's dead and buried, you still maybe miss that person or miss that feeling of love that you shared with this person. So maybe you're looking to fill that with somebody that was like that person, or that you're kind of hoping for that type of love that you were getting. So let's just see what this is. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Don't hesitate though, because it does have hesitation on here. Meeting, hesitation. Don't hesitate on this. If you're really looking for love, you need to get out and actually live the life. I mean, it's one thing to write about what you want for manifestation. It's fine to write about it, but you have to actually live it for it to come in. So let's just see here. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, in boundaries. So this may have been something that is on your mind, or you wonder about if you're going to be used again, or if this is the real thing. Maybe it's feeling a little too good to be true, because you're maybe used to people treating you like shit, especially if you're not, especially if you're not the narcissist, but the empath. Now, with the empath, unfortunately, most of the time, that is a lifelong journey of pain. I'm not sure everybody understands that, but it is mostly to live a life of pain and showing spirit what life on earth is kind of like in these times, and how people treat people that are of the love and are of that positive mindset and are not getting caught up in other people's lives, and how they interact and how they deal with things, and how people use them or abuse them, and or are attract narcissists. And it's, you may be that walking karma. I hate to say it. If you are feeling like you may be an empath, this is a journey of pain. So you may encounter a lot of people that don't treat you right. However, it doesn't mean you're not going to find that happiness. It's just finding the right one. So you may be worried about this. Let's just see here. Oh, you're gonna meet somebody new. There is somebody new coming in that does want to date you. So let's just see what's going on their side. Oh, they may want to seduce you. However, they may be involved with someone else, so you need to be careful of that. Now, maybe this is, oh man, story of my life. Or maybe they feel you're trying to seduce them, and maybe they feel you are hooked up with someone else. All right, break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So It may be that somebody else is trying to seduce them because you're interested in them too. That is a dynamic for the empath as well. It seems like when you find somebody that you really feel you could do life with, there's usually somebody in and around that dynamic that wants what you have or wants the person you have, not because they want them either. It's more about a competition with you to say, I'm better than you. And sometimes that happens in terms of this narcissistic and empath dynamic. Now, your narcissist may not be your person. The narcissist may be somebody that knows your person or that you know. Okay. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So your person may realize that this other person is trying to do this. Okay. Maybe this is happening, this third party. Maybe this is trying to get back at that third party by trying to seduce you or get back at them for treating them bad. Whatever the case is, let's just see here. There is a chemistry between the two of you. So this may be somebody else trying to come in between the two of you where I was really getting that. This may be the narcissist person that is attached to your person in some way. They have a lot of passion for you. There's this instant chemistry, and this other person around this person does not like it. All right. Watch, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So this person may be seeing something they needed to see about this other person that they may have been attached to. Now, maybe there is a separation already to do with this person you are encountering here, this love. Now, they may be seeing what this other person is like and watching them. Let's see. Yeah, now they might be working on any sabotaging behaviors, and they may sabotage things because it's a way to get out of it. And that may have been what they did uh, or may do to you. So be careful of that. It might be something they're learning at this point to get out of this other thing to come to you. Twin flames. So this is why there's so much magnetism here. And I feel like you may be picking up on this person. Maybe they're married. Maybe there's a separation and they're not planning to go back. You may be picking up on this wedding rings, the no second chances and separation. And it may be that this person's planning to seduce your person and stab them in the back or did this up before. Okay. They don't want your person to be happy, especially with you. So let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. The runner. Are they going to run? Are you going to run? This might be a fear that you both have about intimacy due to this happening, maybe even to both of you, where you've had this dynamic before. Maybe they have. Maybe you're both empaths here. Let's just see what's going down here. The North Node, destined to have. So you are destined, the North Node, you are meant to have love. Okay, so you're meant to find somebody in your, maybe your later years or someone that you're meant to have for life. Okay. Now, let's see here. Fourth house. Yeah, you want to put down roots. You want to have a person. You want to have a partner. But it just seems like most of the people that are left, maybe if you are later on in life, maybe there's not a lot to choose from, or they're usually the discards, if you will. But that doesn't mean that just because you're single in your last part of your life that you've been discarded and it's because you're not a good one. I mean, you could have walked away from somebody that wasn't treating you right, and that's perfectly perfect. So it's about finding your person amongst. What is that saying they want me to use? Oh my God. Seeing the sleaze between the trees or something like that. Virgo, I analyze. So it is about analyzing people, and you may get a sense of people when you meet them. And usually your first notion is the correct one. However, I feel like there's second chances here. So let's just see. That's why. You may feel obligated to give people second chances. Due to maybe wanting one yourself when you were younger, maybe, or if you are somebody younger, you may feel like you needed to have a second chance at some point and somebody didn't give you a second chance at something. So let's just see here, Mercury and mind. Okay, so your person is definitely looking at how they are thinking about life. They're about how they are trusting their abilities or their abilities to manifest, or if they've mastered all the elements as of yet. It's how they think and how they do life here. Whatever they're thinking about may be how they start off and go towards, but they need to trust self, right? Trust in themselves, trust in who they are, moving forward and defend self. So they may feel like they have to defend themselves against people because they're always being put down. Now, I feel like in that case, I feel like everybody has been in that spot at one point in their life. And it if you're an empath, it happens over and over and over and over again. And you're finally get to a point where you're like, no, I'm not going to take this anymore. And you start to defend yourself. So you may just sound very defensive. And, and that's not who you are either. So yeah, you may be wanting to change that image, or your person is, about how people may see them in the first encounter here. So let's just see here. Mystery and Jupiter. So your person's going to have some good luck when it comes to this because I feel like this was meant to come together. And whether or not it does, there is some good luck coming in for your person. And this may be a bit of mystery to them or mystery to you. So, let's just see what this says here. Fifth house, the fun house. So there is some confidence building here. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of play. There's a lot of creativity. Maybe even children around that you're teaching creative things to, or maybe they're grandkids. Maybe they're your kids. Whatever. Maybe you don't want kids. I don't know. Maybe you're a school teacher. I don't know. All I know is that the fun house is starting to get back into life and having fun while you're doing it. And that's so important to, I mean, there's certain things that you have to be serious about when it comes to work or maybe even not even work. I mean, it depends how you are as a person. Usually there's some seriousness to people that get things done. So let's just see what guides are coming in to help you. Decisions, higher self. So I feel like you're asking spirit about the decisions you're making, or is this the right decision for me? Am I doing the right thing? And you're gonna kind of know. It's almost like that intuitive hit that you're gonna get. Celebration, joy guides. So it's like maybe celebrating a closing out of a past thing that you haven't been able to let go for, maybe for a long time. Survival, yeah, you were always in that survival mode, fight or flight type of situation, and that might be where your person is because I feel like with that survival and defending self, may be hand in hand with that. So you might both have that in common and realize that quite quickly about one another. Yeah, you're both maybe doing shadow work. You're trying to balance both sides of yourself. Spirit's going to help you with that. And bounty, getting what miracle or blessings you're meant to get. Now, this may be a blessing in disguise. You may feel like, why does this seem like so easy to come together on this, and it's because that magnetism and that amazing feeling that you have. All right, your person, life force, joy guides. So, this passion that your person has towards you is a change for them because they may not have ever felt this before when it comes to love. So, and this connection, yeah, definitely this passionate connection. Now, this spirit is really trying to connect you two together for this connection. I feel like this is also a change for you, creativity. So this may even spark that natural creative process where you're not thinking or getting in your own way in this process, or your person isn't. Clearing away things. So I do like this. They are able to clear away some things that may be causing a problem in their balance. It's restoring that balance and finding that peace within self. And I feel like when they realize where the chaos is coming from, it's going to be that other person trying to get in the way. They're also part of your community or a community. This might be the same community you end up in. Now, it doesn't have to be, however, but I feel like there's maybe they end up in your community is how you meet them, or you end up in theirs. Maybe they are new to the area and are in your community. I can't tell. There's some exhaustion going on. You might be trying to burn candles at both ends. However, you have that's going to come to an end because I feel like whatever feeling of exhaustion you may be having, you might be getting from your person, or your person might be getting from you. Where this ending out of this exhaustion to renew. And now, this may be why you're needing to relax for a bit to recharge that energy because you're going to be moving it, moving it, moving it, moving it. When you come into this love, you're going to be doing a lot of things with this person. So you need to get the energy up for this to come through. So clear away your energy, call back all your power, that kind of thing. All right, let's have a look with the tarot and clear away some things here, or clarify a few things. What about the relaxation? Oh, yeah, okay. There may be some fear wrapped around this about a new love. Yeah, going towards that. But you're going to work that out. I feel like maybe I'll end up working with this person. Maybe there's purpose here. This is doing your craft. So maybe you love what you do. And there may be some fear about that getting, or love getting in the way of what you're doing for work. I keep that space thing is important, that you both have this being able to trust one another. If you're really in it together, you're going to know, and you're going to know if they are going to be true to you or not. Let's just see here. Yeah, all those burdens are being put down. Yeah, this might be something you've already manifested. Look at that. You are building on your legacy, and this may be why this job is important to you. Um, it's a lot of luck coming in. I'm seeing that horseshoe for the first time in this. I never really noticed that before. And of course, there, if you're working on your legacy now, love is going to come into that, and it's going to be how you balance that. Now, the runner, okay, this be somebody that finds you very attractive, or you find very attractive. They are coming in quickly to you, or you are showing up for them. Judgment. All events are going to change at this point. With the judgment, this is that transformation of things. You've closed out from a lesson. You've closed that chapter of whoever your past was. I feel like this may be a long time coming for you, Capricorn, that you're finally able to close this out. And if it isn't from the past, this might be something new to you that you need to close the door on. So let's just see here. The fun house. Yeah, working on your finances for your independence. Perhaps somebody else had the purse strings in the past, in your past relationship. Maybe they held that over you. Maybe they had more money than you, and maybe you had to pay the same amount as they were paying, even though they made much more than you did. So you maybe didn't have a whole lot to end up on, whereas they may have had a whole lot more than you did, and they maybe called the shots because of the amount of money they made. Now, that's not for everybody. That might be specifically for somebody out there. However, when it comes to this, I feel like that shoe may have dropped on your person from the past now, and you may be the one who is having the financial freedom, and you might be a little cautious when it comes to that because of people being fixated on wealth. Now, let's just see. Maybe you're not so much, but maybe other people are. And of course, if this person is all about having those things to show for what they have, sometimes people feel like the more they have, the more um, their status goes up. And that's not always true. There may be people out there that are millionaires that look ordinary, they don't have anything extraordinary, and they're just living their life in a normal capacity without bringing a whole lot of attention to how much they have. And this may be a strategy as not to become the target of most people's wanting to rip them off or whatever the case. It's not about what you have, it's about how you treat people, let's face it. And it's about the love that you give to people, and how you're going to stand up towards spirit in the end of it all. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so you may be looking at this 1111 after putting whatever this is in the past to bed. There's a happy home here. There's a place that you like to be, that you feel at peace with. Now, you may have some holiday celebrations with their family, and there's this happy home, harmonious type of love is in the air and all that jazz. So I feel like this is all coming together. Now, what is the exhaustion? Okay, this may be from being that wounded warrior. However, whatever's happened to you, whether it's an injury, accident, illness, or all of the above, you're still moving forward despite any setbacks you've been handed here. And I feel like you are still moving forward on this despite everything else. And you may talk about this with this person, about maybe things that have happened to you and why you're at where you're at now. All right, justice. Okay, maybe you are going to have this balance come in here in terms of seeing justice happen for you to the people that may have hurt you in the past. Okay, so I feel like that balance here is really important to you, especially when it comes to love. And you may not be willing to bend too much on any of your must-haves. So there may be 4 or 5 must-haves that you have, and then 4 or 5 ones that you just won't deal with if they're broken. So, um, just things that you won't deal with, and the things that you do want to have. And that's having healthy boundaries. So if somebody has a problem with you having boundaries, it's just because you have that self-respect for yourself that you're not going to go into a relationship and be a doormat any longer. So you might be at that point now where it's like you're almost asking your person to rise up to your level of where you're at and not be the one to drop down to their level. Some people do that to keep them. And it's like, no, because if they're really there to be with you, they're going to rise up to where you need them to be. Now, it doesn't mean that they are things that you're asking a whole lot for. You shouldn't have to ask for the bare minimum to get the respect that you deserve as a human being, no matter what your gender is. All right, so let's just see here. Putting somebody as that priority. So I do like this. I feel like you're going to juggle things around to get to that point. Now, this may be a balancing act to try to get this to where it needs to be. However, your person's quite good about giving you space if you need space. And I feel like you might be just as good off with that. You both go to work, you both go do your thing, you both have friends that you hang out with, you both do things. However, if you aren't one to have a whole lot of friends, that just means that you've been down that road before where maybe friends got too involved in what was going on in your life and there needed to be boundaries there. And maybe you weren't sure where to put those boundaries. Maybe this is a boundary thing that you're learning at this point. Maybe you've already learned that. I don't know. I'm just getting here though. You maybe don't trust a lot of people due to the harm that you've had throughout your life, especially if you are that empath. You have had a rough road of it, and you may not trust a lot of people, let's face it, when you are the one that gets the shit end of the stick every time. And that may feel like it, but as an empath, like I said, it is a life of pain. So you may be people's walking karma and not even realize it. When they mess with you, they don't realize just how high up you are. If you don't, you may not know who you're messing with either because their angels, ancestors, and spirit guides may be high up in the hierarchy, close to spirit, where yeah, you don't want to mess with an earth angel or somebody of that capacity. So, and of course, with being earth angels, Capricorn, definitely are one of the more grounded people and more looking at realistic things. You may be more realistic, you may be very creative, and you may be very just depending on what moon you have for emotions and what rising sign you have as your first sign of self, will determine what type of um, person you are. I mean, all Capricorns have certain traits. However, depending on what other placements you have in your natal chart will determine where you are in that as a person. All right, so look at this. You are somebody that is looking for that team player dynamic. You want to both work together for a common good, and both share the rewards for this and have that hard work pay off. So it's almost like investing in each other as a way of it, right? Now, whether you have your money, they have their money, or if you put your money together, you got to be able to trust your partner that they're not just going to take what you put in and go and spend it on whatever they want without saying anything, right? So, I mean, you got to have that communication within that as well. So let's see what your intuition is saying about this. Ooh, okay. So your intuition, I was getting this too good to be true. All right. Now, maybe you've dealt with a lot of shady ass people. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of deceit, lying, cheating, manipulation, people trying to get something from you instead of giving. And this is where this backfires on them. So this is pretty much saying that they treat you bad, they're going to get a whole lot of payback. This justice coming up twice for me is kind of really saying this to me that definitely you are that walking karma. So even if you might be teaching somebody a lesson here, however, I feel like you might be picking up on this as another person here that is that shady ass person. Doesn't mean that it's your person. Your intuition is just telling you something shady is off here and doesn't necessarily mean it's your person. It could be the people in and around your person. So, and that might be trying to kibosh this. Okay. So, I feel like you're going to tread lightly here. Okay. Maybe you're feeling that you're being juggled here with a third party. Now, that could draw back to here or that could draw back on your side. However, it shows up for you. Let's see about your person and what they're feeling. They're worried about you walking away, so they may have abandonment issues. You have cheating and trying to get away with something on your side, that suspicious mind, Whereas they may have that emotional loss feeling that you're just going to walk away on them and not going to stay in this relationship with them. So I feel like you both have been wounded or you're both empaths. So you both have issues that you've faced. Now, maybe your intuition is saying, am I being juggled? Are they still with that person? Even though they've broken up, are they seeing each other as friends with benefits or what's going on there? Does this person need to be around because it makes me uncomfortable to feel that there might be more than what they're saying there is, or there's that suspicious, there's some sus here. I'm getting sus, 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 sus. So maybe it's your suspicious mind. Don't overthink it just as much as your person needs not to overthink their insecurities as well. Now, this could also be saying you may be triggered by this. Now, is it actually happening or is it just your triggering due to something they say or something that feels familiar? Maybe you're looking for something to be wrong here or looking for a reason for them to leave. And it's about being a team player and not letting anyone else within that dynamic. This has got to be something that you both talk about, that if you're in it to win it together, you have to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the two of you, that nobody is going to get between the two of you in any capacity. And normally people don't realize that when you are in a relationship and it's past that part of dating and you become an item, or it goes to the next level or whatever the case is, um, it's important that you are upfront and honest about things. And if you're not feeling it, say so ahead of time. Save yourself some grief in the end. Don't stay because they're making you feel bad for wanting to leave. Okay, so however that shows up for you, there is a team dynamic here if you're willing to let go of the things that have happened in the past. Now, it looks like you've worked on yourself, but however, maybe this may be a trauma that you've felt or have had happen to you or your person has. So maybe you both have. And this may be something that needs to be dealt with by going to a counselor or whatever the case is to talk about it. Maybe you both talk about what you've been through. However, sometimes it's not so good talking about what someone else may have done to you in your past that may be affecting you now in the future, because don't let the past affect your future. Um, the past belongs in the past, the future belongs in the future, and maybe just try for the now. Enjoy what you have now with the people you have around you that do love you and that are there for you. And if this is a love coming together, try not to sabotage it. Maybe your person is too. I don't know. But commitment in any regards is about not who you can be with, it's about who you can't live without. So if that's not the case here, then maybe this isn't your person. However, in my readings, I am asking for the person that is for you here to show up. They are a team dynamic. Are you going to let the past ruin this for the future? Now, let's just crack the deck here. Well, you may have seen things coming. Maybe you already know who can come with you and who can't. I feel like with this might be plans that you're making. If you've already made the plans in this connection, um, troubles may be ending here. Maybe it's time to let go of disappointments in the past and um, maybe deciding what loyalty you're going to be on here, and not having mixed loyalties, but being loyal to one another. If you're not really sure if you're in it, if you should stay or go from the two, or if there's greener pastures, or maybe you're dissatisfied, or you're just focused on your individual success, then maybe now is not the right time. However, I feel like you know something's coming in. You have that guided light. You've both been guided to this place of this team playing dynamic. So it's going to be a choice, really, whether you're going to see what's really there and what is that overthinking aspect of things or letting that past get in the way. You both have the strength to work through this. So I do feel like there might be something that might happen here that's going to help you get past this point. Wow, look at the sun. You both make each other happy. So focus on the happiness of the two of you and let go of the nastiness that you may have encountered in the previous relationships. So let's have a look here at what your person might look like when they show up so you have an idea of who they might be when you meet them, if you haven't already, of course. We do have somebody that's blonde or they dye their hair blonde. They may have a medium skin tone or mixed cultures here. They may be very young compared to your age. Average build here. We have a beard. We have older than you. So maybe just very young at heart. So your person might be very young at heart, but older than you. So, and that may be where the fun house is coming in. Oh, somebody has light skin here. We have glasses. We have a woman. We have a redhead. So we also had a past person for your person and a past person for you. So your past person, if you're a woman and you like men, it may have had a beard from the past. Maybe in the past the person was older than you. So maybe this time around they're younger than you. However, this is showing up for you, right? So, however, your past looks of what person looked like from your past, um, maybe showing up in here as well for attributes. So it may not just be, and of course, their person might be showing up. So maybe you're the redhead, maybe they're the blonde, or vice versa, or however that shows up for you. Okay, we have animated eyes. So maybe the past person had big eyes or used their eyes to talk, make them really big when they talk or whatever. Maybe that's you, white American or white Canadian. So that might be the light skinned person here. Let's see, and long hair. So now, if you have short hair, maybe it's the past person that has the long hair. And we have Black or African American, and that could be your person's ex, or that could be you. That could be your person, that however that's showing up for you. Okay? And maybe if none of these attributes make any sense, it doesn't have to be because it's just things that I throw in at the end for people to maybe realize what their person may look like, but it doesn't have to be. It's just for fun. So, however that shows up for you and what that might mean to you. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe. I've been busy trying to figure out how to get my products onto my YouTube channel. So I think I've figured it out. Now it's just a matter of putting some products up for you guys to see or to purchase if you want to. Also, I wanted to tell you that Otter, Spirit Otter here has also giving another discount. And anything over $99, you'll get 30% off. So I do have that code. So I will link that. And these are the bracelets that have been given to me as a gift. Now you can really tell they're real because of the colors, and not only you can feel the difference, and you can actually see that the beads aren't exactly like it's not man-made. You can tell that they are uh, you can tell that they're not exactly exact So one might be a little bit smaller, one might be, and they try to choose all the same size, of course, but they're not going to be exact. And that might be a way that you can tell that they are real. Now, of course, we do have the medallion here as well with the spirit otter. They do donate $1 for every bracelet they sell to the otters in California at I'm trying to think of the bay. um Wow, it's kind of gone for me right now. Anyways, it's in California and it is an aquarium, and I have a link and all that good stuff. So I will put all that down below. And if you guys are interested in that 30% off, I will give you the code down in this video. Wow. Anyways, you don't have to, of course, but if you are looking for authentic AA or AAA grade stones, they do really make a difference for me. I really do feel connected, grounded, and feel my healing process is actually really improved, actually, since I got these. So if you really want something, and of course, it's all has to do with belief system as well, and that cup half full, not half empty. So it all depends on where you are in your journey. So, anyway, Capricorn, take care, stay blessed, and we will see you next time. Oh, by the way, I did choose a winner for the free giveaway reading. There wasn't a lot of people that put in for it. So, if you do want a reading for free by me, $100 reading, you got to play it to win it. So, if you don't play, you can't win. Anyhow. Take care, guys. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. All right, later.